Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. So, how is everyone? I didn't get a chance to do a stream last week. I had some family things to do. I have family things to do today also, so it might only be a 30-minute stream in the morning, but I'll do the longer stream at night. So remember, I stream 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to do some streaming at the moment, and I'm going to try out the treasure constructed type of event. It's totally free, and you get some card styles. Now you're going to get a Skewer the Critic or a Chemister's Insight, depending how much you win. Let's give this one a try. I'm going with the totally free. And I also have today's goals of playing with blue. So, how's everyone enjoying the coverage of the Mythic Invitational? $1 million. Now, obviously, it's going on right now, and it might you might be watching them instead of me, and I wouldn't fault you because they are pretty amazing competitors, and I am not. So, I just got a retweet. Someone is okay, there we go. Cresta, oops, what am I doing here? Cresta, thanks for the retweet on that. You must be having a great time at PAX. And we get that, which we will bounce back. Now, I guess the idea here is you're gonna get so much treasure to do big things. You're gonna get a free treasure every turn. We'll see how this goes. I have not played this at all to I haven't played this enough to decide how good this format is, but let's see, they're playing that. I cannot negate that. And it's just best of one, right? Yeah, okay, cool. You can't play Magic if you have no cards, so it's free, so who cares about losing, but that was not a good hand to keep at all. Just hilarious again. You're going to get a lot of free mana, so you can do big spells faster. So everyone's going to get ramped, basically. So, okay, here we have, I go first and I have creatures. Okay, so I can put out 2 creatures on turn 1. Or I can essence capture something. Let's put out 2 creatures on turn 1. Then I've got the Wizard's Lightning. The Wizard's Retort. And the Essence Capture. Which I cannot do either of at the moment because I have no mana. But this format, okay, so they've already got 2 mana right there. If they drop an elf, they're going to have 4 mana on turn 2. Can you believe that? No, they're going to do Tithe Taker. Okay, so that would have been perfect to take out. But, okay, let's go for this because I've got a big creature. Is that like, that's the smallest Tempest Djinn that you can possibly have, because normally you would need 3 blue, but here now it came out because of the Okay, so they're doing Selesnya, but they dropped no planes, which is hilarious. All my shields are down in terms of, hey, Jerome, how are you? I'm trying out this draft over here. Free mana every turn. It's pretty epic. I put out a Tempest Djinn with only 2 islands. This format is so weird and broken. Anyway, yes, please attack me with your Tithe Taker. They're thinking very hard because they forget that they have a treasure that they can crack. It's one of the ones that I like with all of that gold. Okay, so next turn, on my turn here, yeah, okay, come on, Thiliel, you gotta remember, pass priority, you've got that treasure to crack. Reading the card explains the card. So either they don't know how to, yeah, I'm going to be playing with a person that doesn't know to pass because they have this treasure and they are completely confused by it. Okay, well, there we go. Let's do 5 damage in the air. Then I've got the Merfolk Trickster. I've got the Wizard's Retort. I got the Essence Capture. It's all good. Now, what can they do with 1 mana? Now, they do have 1 mana of any color, so that could be like a fungal infection. So how are you doing, Jerome? How was your week? They're gonna pause for reflection. Nah, let's get that out of here. I don't want to waste time with some fog. And anyway, still, well, actually, I don't have enough mana to Essence Capture because of that Tithe Taker. Okay, well. Yep, this is a slow player. Judge, can we please come over here and help me with this slow player? Did some Magic games on Tuesday night. Very nice. What formats did you play and such? All right, so you won most of them, 2 versus 2. So was that the two-headed giant, or a different sort of event? Okay, so bring to trial. Fine. Nothing I can do about that. So on Two-Headed Giant, I remember that, actually I could have done something. Okay, there we go. I could have done my Storm Tamer. I could have done my Storm Tamer to keep my Djinn, but I'm not paying attention. I'm rusty. Anyway, here, let's also bring out a Trickster and... and we'll block that Highland Game. They're only going to attack with one thing. They're not going to risk their Tithe Taker. So that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we'll let it go through. We've got plenty of life. What kind of colors were you guys playing with? Okay, there's another Djinn. Okay. They're not going to block their Tithe Taker. It's too valuable. Okay. Even better. Okay, at least I won once. And got the 250 gold. And I unlocked a Skewer the Critics style. Very nice. I'm not using Skewer in any of my decks. I should. Everyone seems to love it. But I got one. So I got some notification. Oh, okay. I'm lining up my podcast guest. I might not have a podcast. Anyway, okay, I go first. Okay, I guess it's vaguely okay. Twitch.tv at anatural20. Let's go check out their Twitch, actually. Twitch.tv/a_natural20. Okay, here I'm out of mana, but I could bring out my Tempest Djinn. Let's just go for it. This is going to be the weakest Tempest Djinn ever. A 1/4 Tezzeret deck and Sarkhan. Oh, cool. That's going to be some cool synergy. A natural 20. Let's check out this person. That's kind of cool that they have their Twitch handle up on that. Intended for mature audiences, A. And I get nothing. Okay, wonderful. So we'll have them... So the funny thing about this kind of event is that this is an embarrassment of mana, but still the variance of this. I have 1 mana, and they have 5. So... And I got nothing more. You know, this is a free event. Who cares? I got 1 style. Let's try it again because, you know, you can't do anything without any mana. But anyway, let's claim that prize. Look at that. Skewer the critics. It's so 3-dimensional. Amazing. Okay, I still want to get that... I want to get the 750 for the blue spells. So let's do this. Actually, let me switch over to blue-black, this testing deck that I'm working with. This one might be cool because this is definitely the deck where I feel like the more mana that I have, the better it works. We'll see how that goes. And let's say okay. Trying to line up a podcast guest. I have 1 out of 2 so far. Opponent goes first. Okay, so who else? Who else might be on my list? She never replied, and guess I could do 1 more. Okay, this, so on my deck here, I can get out a couple of things. I can do the Thought Erasure turn 1, actually. Let's do that. Even though, obviously, the play that I want is Thought Erasure to Surveil to Phantasm. Uh-oh, they got no lands? This is my Dimir deck. Yeah, this is one of the versions of the Dimir deck. They misplayed there massively. Kirito, I'm sorry. This is not Sword Art Online. That was a big misplay, I think. In my case, this won't be right here. And they got a lot of big creatures. Nice. What do we want to get rid of? So they're going to do their Pyromantic guy pretty fast, or they're going to do a Monstrosaur, which is 5 mana. Do I have a way to deal with those? Etrata, or the Avatar. I guess let's deal with the Monstrosaur. That'll be coming first, and I've got an Essence Capture. Okay, let's see how it works here. Yeah, so this is a variation of my Dimir deck. I've lowered the curve on it. Etrata is the highest casting cost at 4. I used to have also Nezahal and Doom Whisper, but here... Okay, so let's if they drop a third land, they have 4 mana in total. They're getting closer to that big old creature, but I would be safe to go one more turn if I drop my creatures, because they're going to get a third land. Yeah, we should be safe here. So let's bring out 2 creatures. And I could have also just done the Storm Tamer. Hey, Cedric, aka Canadian Boy. I see you changed your name on that. Can't play this deck anymore now. My friends now know it in his first target. Aha, yes, exactly. Okay, well, I guess here it's... Should I keep that wall? Yeah, let's keep that wall. It's supposed to get huge, so... That's the whole point of having this phantasm. It's supposed to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so... Are they going to Sure Strike? I don't think they know how the treasure fully works. I think they're cracking their treasure in the wrong way. See, they passed their turn. They don't know also that they can undo. So, yeah, I don't know, like, what are they doing there? Okay, so I can bring out Etrata. They're falling back on lands. Yeah, they don't know how their treasures work. So let's bring out our win condition, which is the unblockable Etrata the Silencer. Yeah, they would have had enough for these huge dinosaurs by now, but they don't seem to know how the treasure works. Kirito. Sword Art Online. Everyone hates that, don't they? Okay, Sure Strike, who cares? That's a 6/1. I guess I'll kill my Phantasm because 6 damage is a lot with a red deck. Yeah, 6 damage with a red deck is a little too much. And they have 2 mana left. Lightning Strike or something. Anyway, on next turn, I have 4 mana, so I can... If I have my 5th... If I have 1 more land... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana in total. I didn't get my other mana. Okay, let's... bring out a... Storm Chaser, so that decreases my retort cost. And right now I'm in total control. What deck am I playing? Okay, I am playing a version of my Dimir deck. So you know the one I put up on my YouTube. It's a version of it. It's not focused as much on the hand disruption. I took out the higher end creatures. The highest end creature is Etrata at 4 mana. Now, Kirito, I really recommend cast your card and then tap your treasure, because you don't seem to be tapping your treasures properly. But anyway, yeah, so this has got a lot of counter spells. The main idea with this deck is 2 things. One is the win condition of Etrata, which will end the opponent when they have 3 creatures in exile. Or Sure Strike, giving me Sure Strike. Okay, cool. What do I do about that? I don't know. This person doesn't quite really know what they're doing. Anyways, okay. Let's bring out a sprite so we can do some surveilling. Yeah, they would have had these huge dinosaurs by now, but they don't. Okay, now here comes a huge dinosaur, but I'm about to capture it. Okay, so sorry. Really hope Magic Arena comes to mobile. Yeah, they gotta bring it into mobile if they want more people to play. Although I personally feel like, how are you going to really do it on mobile? Because, you know, it could be such a small screen and such. Yeah, this game, I don't want to be pessimistic, but this game is locked up. I just have everything that I need. I got 2 counter spells, 1 for creature, 1 unconditional. They have been misplaying all of their treasures. They seem to be a new player. I feel for that, but I'll give them a little bit of a chance. I won't, depending what they're going to summon. If they're going to summon their huge creature, maybe I'll let them summon their huge creature and then exile it with how did they do that? They're going to split flame on that. No, I don't want to lose that, actually. How did they do that with M15? You know, the other mobile. Yeah, that's true. I never played that one. Now, here's the thing. I never played that other one, but I'm sure it, like, looked a certain way, behaved a certain way, had certain actions, and all of that. This one with a brand new, like, environment, you know, the graphics and everything might not translate as well. We never know. But I do hope they bring it to many platforms. I hope they start with Mac first, just so that more people can actually play it, even though obviously mobile is a big market. But you have to kind of play it on a big screen. So anyone in the chat there watching any of the live streaming that they're having for the Mythic Invitational, the big Magic tournament that's happening, I watched some games, like really talented people playing Arena on the way to win $250,000. So my opponent doesn't know this, but I will totally let them summon their huge creature. I think they've suffered enough. I will let them summon that huge creature. I will not... Okay, they're scared of not summoning it. They're saying good game. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage in total. I'm gonna see... Because you cannot chat with your opponent. I'm gonna try to give them some... I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm totally gonna give them a chance. I'm not gonna counter... I'm sure they want to summon their Burning Sun's avatar. I will let them if they go for it. But I cannot chat with my opponent so they don't know. Because once they summon it, I will be able to exile it after with the Trata. So, you know, go for it. Okay. Again, we'll go for it. Because any damage that they do... You know, they can't kill a Trata. They can kill my sprite. Fine. Let it go. Okay, you got me. 3 damage to me, 3 damage to my creature. Fine. They have 1 red mana. Here's my other Etrata. Okay, so this is the win condition for this deck, right? It's once you exile 3 of their creatures, they lose. Now, I've controlled the game a lot, and they've misplayed a lot, honestly. But I got it, and like, oh, here's her cousin. I have a ton of mana. Okay, so I've got a ton of mana, I've got 2 relevant counter spells, and I've got my win condition, Etrata. Looks like they're looking at my Etrata again. Are they going to... If they have a Banefire, okay, that's then when I cannot handle that. And over here, that was... They were probably going to do double damage there. Okay. Again, this game is locked up. I'm gonna do this. And then attack with this. Is this too magnanimous? How would you in the chat handle this? I could have won the game a while ago, and I'm still letting them, you know, go forward. Is this being nice? Is this being too weird? How would you take this? They have 8 mana in total. They can summon another huge creature. I've got perfect counter spells, Havoc Devils, irrelevant. They could give it haste also, but I've got a blocker, although it's got trample. They're probably going to give it haste. Okay, maybe not. Let's wrap this up, I guess. Okay, they're gonna do something. Is this the Banefire? No, that's not enough to Banefire anything, especially unblockable. Even if they think they're gonna give their own devil, like for strike and stuff, sorry, Etrata is unblockable. Yeah, Etrata is unblockable, so okay, that's a 7/3, but unblockable. You know, reading the card explains the card. Okay, let's go on to another opponent. That was barely the first game. That took a little while. So, okay, 1 win. GG. Let's see how we go from there. Honestly, I thought I think I was playing with a person that was perhaps a beginner. And we all start somewhere, we all learn something, so let's see. Turn 1 Thought Erasure, sure. So Giovanni is my opponent. They have their treasure. Uh-oh, they can turn 1 Thought Seize Me. Thought Erasure, I mean. Okay, maybe not. Well, here we go. Vicious. Turn 1 Thought Erasure. This is Vicious. Now, they do have a counterspell here. Or not. Okay. Well, we've got Psy is about to come out, which makes a bunch of annoying Thopters. We've also got an Air Elemental, and then we've got a Sphinx. Let's get rid of the thing that's coming first. And more mana, more good. Okay. After this, I've got to pause so that I can build up my mana to get Etrata out. So they have 4 mana for nothing. I can bring out 1. Actually, I shouldn't bring out anything yet because I need those 3 mana to retort their Air Elemental. Air Elemental is coming up next. If they go for it, this is enough for an Air Elemental. Now, if they have that 6 mana in total, they have 1 mana left for a Spell Pierce or an Opt. Nothing. Okay, good. There we go. Next turn, I don't have enough. I don't have any counter spells, so I'll bring out my win condition. Now, they can disperse her. That's fine. They lose a turn as well. You know, if they disperse her, that's fine. Or do they want to go for their big critter? Creeper, okay. And then a disperse. Fine. That's instant, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's get rid of their huge creature. So I'm surprised Mono Blue has no counter spells. Okay, so let's bring out the Siren. And if they're gonna disperse me, they should do it now, because now I have a way to block that dispersal. Yeah, let's just go for it here to start the win condition. Blue without counterspell isn't blue. Yeah, that's what I would think. Mono blue, you've got to have some counterspells. Okay, so they have 1 unknown card. They have their own Tempest Djinn. Fine. I should be able to bring out Etrata and protect her with my Tamer. Alright, no attacks. And I just realized something. If you're playing this treasure draft, And you should play with that other card where you win the game automatically when you have 10 treasures. Now that will take 10 turns. But you could also have other things that make you treasure. Let's see if they finally use up that disperse. Come on, Giovatti. This will probably also be my last game. For the moment, I've got to cut it short in the morning. If you're joining the stream at the moment, I've got to cut it short. I've got my brother coming over, but I'm going to come for the... I'm going to come back for the 11 p.m. stream. I'm going to do drafting at 11 p.m. And... we'll have fun drafting in the evening, but after I end this match, I've got to get going. So see, what do we have? They have no cards in hand, neither do I, but I've got a board presence, and then they get a land. Oops, okay. Well, I got stuff. Okay, I got a counter spell here, so... And then I'm going to start to make my Night Veil bigger and bigger, and there's my Etrata, so let's bring Etrata back. I got my combo going on. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but I've got plenty of mana to... You know, I could summon Etrata right away, or I could hold on to Counterspell. Let's bring out Etrata just to have her ready. Because whatever they can summon, hello, like, you're the one that needs to do your game. Yeah, divination. Okay, that's good. They've got tons of land. Okay. Sure. Might as well draw another card with your tome. Okay, so nothing to do here. Let's do all attacks. Don't need a land. That gets big. Etrata is unblockable. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I've got 2 game wins so far. I got my 850 gold. Amazing. So it's a little bit until I get higher than that. But like I said, I've got to meet up with my brother. So I'm going to wrap it up in a moment. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to be back again for the 11 p.m. stream, Pacific time. I'm going to do drafting there. Maybe I'll wrap up this Treasure Constructed, but I probably will draft. I've got the gold for it after all. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Twitter, Patreon. You know, I have all my stuff on Patreon and a lot of free stuff, and my podcast. Don't forget to check out the podcast. It's over there, patreon.com/vmcampos. If you're not on the Discord, there's the Discord down there. So cool. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Gotta go, and I'll see you at the night stream.